What's going on, guys? Rob Satch from Feedbackwrench. I'm going to show you one of our new accountant websites that we did. I'm just going to start showcasing more of the work that we do. When we work with folks, there's kind of four things that we end up doing. We build amazing websites, but not only do we build really nice websites with our little team here, got two full-time designers, or one full-time, one's kind of part-time. Myself, I've got my wife, she works as our admin. We've got our cinematographer and a couple of writers, and we're growing. We love an opportunity to help you. Kind of have three packages where we either just build a website or we build a website with paid search ads and remarketing so you can really take market share. And then we do some stuff with video. We also have ongoing services where we can do SEO copywriting. We can consult with you. I love coaching. So if you like the idea of getting some coaching for your accounting firm, man, I do a lot of that. But I want to show you this website. And basically what I want you to know is that we're always trying to build up outsourced accounting websites where you close more high retainer business clients. And the core of that, just watch all my other videos, is about being an outsourced accountant. And so I'm going to show you how I've positioned Cottrell of cbwaccountant.com to actually get more of those clients. And so we have a website. We're setting up her advertising. We're getting everything ready. I just want to explore her website and some of the tools that we have here. So this is Cottrell's website. So it's cbwaccountant.com. Check it out. I think she's fantastic. Just bottom line is she is super sharp. She grew up with business owners in her family, and she has a humility, a kindness, and just a sharp wit. She is absolutely brilliant. So the first thing that we have here is we have her image. It's branded. It looks nice. And we want to pass the grunt test right off the bat. Based in Cleveland, Ohio. Will she work with clients outside of that? Yes. But we want to make sure that people know where she is because that's relevant. What do? I'm an accounting and tax for small business. We'll tackle the bookkeeping, tax, and payroll so that you focus on what you do best. We tackle the bookkeeping, the tax, the payroll so that you can focus on what you do best. What does she do? Small business, tax, accounting, Cleveland. That's called the grunt test. If I look at your hero, I should have this just image and I can see her smiling, kind face. I can see the color. I can see the brand, right? But I know what she does. Tax and accounting for small business in Cleveland, so I can focus. Now, they might not get into this right away. And then I have scheduled consultation. That's the other grunt test. What is she asking me to do? I know exactly what she wants to do. Now, not only does this hero work really well here, but it works in mobile as well. Now, we'll hit on some of these other things up here. We always have a button. I want to make sure that we show what we're trying to do constantly. And then you also see, should you convert to an S Corp to save taxes? Should you be an S Corp? Reviews, pricing, about, we got services. And essentially what I want to do is just make sure that you understand this. So we've got the grunt test right here. Now we have a core, what I call kind of the one-liner. We want to position her now. Are you missing out because you don't have a proactive accountant? Folks, for business owners, the enemy of excellence in their financial situation in their business is a lazy accountant. A lazy accountant just waits till the end of the year, does their taxes, tells them to dump it into an IRA, complains about the bookkeeper that they didn't do things right. A proactive, ownership-based accountant, outsourced accountant comes alongside and adds value. So as you look here, we're proposing this question. Are you missing out because you don't have a proactive accountant? This is all messaging that we did. Keep more of what you make and focus on what you do best. Those are the two biggest main value props, right? So most business owners end up overpaying in taxes, wasting time doing their own books, and miss out on major business opportunities because they don't have pristine financials. CBW Accounting and Business Tax is different. We provide year-round proactive guidance and tax reduction planning to help you keep more of what you make. Then we have a little blib here. Typical firms are too busy to provide proactive guidance to help your business thrive. Now, we're going to dive into what's all included in my service. And this is a theme that I'm starting to put in more and more of our websites. We want this. Watch some of my other videos, but I will unbox it a little bit here after this. But this is the whole list of everything she does for her pricing, which we'll hit on in a second. Then we have, this builds credibility. So in our great websites, what we want to do is we want to have lots of Google reviews, but then we want to show real people. So David and Tia, they're pastors. Here's their quote, and here they are. That's real. And this allows people to connect with her. Now we have a lead generating PDF. So the 5 tax reduction hacks for truckers. And we have a free download. You know what people don't do? Sign up for your stupid newsletter. You know what they will do? Get 5 tax hacks for their trucking business. The more specific and beneficial it is to join your email list, the more likely they're going to actually do it. Now we have just the 3 bottom line value props. And you're going to see this underlaid in all of our messaging. So gain time and efficiency. You and your staff won't ever waste time in books or accounting. Pristine financials will establish perfect records and keep them up to date. And then we have lowered taxes. Our tax reduction planning will put a dent in your tax bill. So what we deliver, now we're talking benefits here. Business tax returns made easy. I do like to emphasize tax returns. What's really hard in your guys' business is the best way to get in front of lots of people is to say, I'll do your business taxes. What's hardest though is that increases volume, not necessarily to the quality of the type of customer that you're going to get. So as you're doing this, we want people to understand, yes, I'll do your business taxes. In fact, they have to enter you have to analyze their situation, get to know them, and position more value before they're ever going to dream of doing all these other services, right? In fact, you can't even appear too fancy. There's this weird balance where we want people to see all of the value that you add, but we have to hit on tax returns. So business tax returns made easy. We'll prepare and file your taxes, whether you're an LLC, Schedule C, S Corp, C Corp, or partnership. We will do your business and personal tax returns. So we're doing a little bit of keyword here, but mainly we're trying to communicate exactly what we do. Lower taxes. We work throughout the year to help you implement strategies so you don't overpay in taxes. Pristine financials and prompt bookkeeping. Don't waste your time on bookkeeping. Financial reporting and business guidance will serve as your outsourced CFO. Now what happens, we get down to the services, and we're going to jump into those and the pricing. And then we have, here's the blog post. So our lead magnet is pretty much this blog post. And then we have some of her quotes, just credibility and integrity. That's what she stands for. We're trying to convey that she's credible and trustworthy. Cleveland's small business tax account. Now we're getting down here. We're trying to do a little bit of search engine optimization. We do want, so local SEO is incredibly important for every bookkeeper, tax professional, CPA firm. You have the opportunity to rank for a ton of local keywords with your Google My Business, but your website and your reviews are kind of the 2 biggest things. Your overall SEO on your website and your prominence across the web will drive more Google My Business rankings. So what we have to do is we have to send the signals that she's a small business accountant in Cleveland, right? And then we have a value prop here. We got these cool little, she brought to us her logo, and we used some of these little illustrations I thought were kind of fun. Hit your growth goals and focus on your strengths. So we have a little video that pops up here, and she has a very simple video that.
Well, hello there. I'm Cottrell, owner of CBW Accounting and Tax. Your financial success is our business. We help small businesses just like yours by providing payroll services, mitigating your tax liability, and keeping your books up to date. So, are you ready for a peace of mind?
So it's great because they get to know her. You get to get a sense of who she is. The more video sales letter you have, now she's going to get more of these. And this is the hardest part. Most of you are really timid about video content, but I'm telling you, just jump in and coach and help and guide and convey who you are. But this little video sales letter helps people. And then don't let your business languish. This is just a core call to action. And again, the buttons are really important. Then we just have some images to help convey the look and feel. Now, here's some of the other features that you're going to see. So we talked a little bit about, should you be an S Corp? There is a really cool, so how to maximize the S Corp. This is meant to be a tool that you're actually going to spend a lot of time on. You will want to use this to walk clients through and just share with them, right? So as you come down here, we build a little tool of a before and after where we can change these numbers to be whatever you want, but it's meant to illustrate the tax difference between a sole proprietorship and an S corporation. Then you have just a teaching about how you're currently taxed, how S Corps are taxed, and how to convert to an S Corp. And then you deserve to pay as little in tax as legally necessary. Small business is the lifeblood of our economy, so we're casting vision for our entrepreneurs to want to take action to maximize these S Corps. What are the 2 things she does? We set up everything for your S Corp. We help you maximize your savings and your tax opportunities. We'll maximize the S Corp for you. And now we have her again. So if I end up on here and then we have calls to action again, we have her wonderful smiling face everywhere. See our customer reviews. Let's head over to the review thing. So this is an important thing. You want to have lots of Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and you want to have those reviews, but we also want real testimonials. So our job is to make this look as big and real as possible. So here we have David and Tia, their image, the quote, and it looks big, it looks nice, and it looks pretty good on mobile too. It's kind of hard to make these look fantastic on mobile, but as she gets more reviews, she can continue to put them in there. And then down here, we have her actual Google reviews. So she has 4 Google reviews. One of them is mine because I trust her entirely. And this actually will aggregate Facebook reviews, Google reviews. We've got a bunch of different ways to showcase those. And then we have the footer. The next thing I want to show you is the services system. So your services system is important because it will actually help your Google My Business rank for more. So we have a page here that are your services, right? We have a book a consultation. It's a business owner, a professional. As you come through here, you actually get to look at each service. And each service has its own page that will do the heavy lifting for sales. Because here's one of the things, guys. When you run a Google ad, we will put these as options to click on as site link extensions. And if they click on them, these services need to actually do the heavy lifting of selling for you. So you have the title of the service, a description, a call to action to actually book. Then you have 3 main value propositions that we put here. We have long form content meant to rank in SEO, but it's really, if you read this, Small Business Tax Returns, Cleveland, Ohio. Don't settle for typical business tax companies. We are trying to stack the value together because that's really where when you do the books, you can do the tax planning, you can pay in the taxes. When you do all that, you can provide CFO services and help them direct their business and take control of everything. And then you make the end of the year amazing for them. And you help them with long-term lifetime tax efficiency, wealth building. Those things integrated together are the super valuable thing that you need to be selling and that your clients deserve. So all of the copywriting that we do is really laced to do that. How certain are you that you're not overpaying in taxes? Tax returns for LLC, we're using a lot of language people might use. Again, customer reviews. And as you come down here, each service has its own little page. So again, pristine financials, never miss an opportunity, save time and build efficiency. And what you're going to see here is that these are the value propositions that matter to people, right? Pristine financials. I want that. We'll ensure your financials and books are done to perfection. Never miss an opportunity. When your books are always up to date and done perfectly, you'll never miss out on a deal. Folks, they might want to get lending for something. They might want to invest in a new business. They might want to hire people. They might want to, buy a new property or something. Their financials, if they're not good, prevent them from opportunity, right? Or even if they want to sell, if they don't have pristine financials, they can't do that. That's a huge thing. And then save time and build efficiency. You can get done in 2 seconds what takes them about 10 minutes. Not only that, they make a mess. So don't let these folks, these amateur bookkeepers and accountants, get in there and muck up their own stuff. Again, we've got the whole thing here. I'm on fire today. The next thing that we want to look at, so we've got reviews. Now let's look at the about page, right? On the blog here, we have a nice blog. So right now it's one article, and this is actually what we use in our lead magnet, which is kind of funny. So basically we have a little subscribe to the newsletter. And then in here, we have a 5-part article that talks about how truckers can actually reduce their taxes. So it's usually the same type of things, right? So maximize the S Corp, look at retirement plans, and it's just a nice looking blog. So you have your about page too. So this is the only place where we really want to spend time talking about why we do what we do, a little bit about us. And we want a position of why we keep doing what we do. But it's always talking about how we make their life better, right? That's really what we want to focus on and what drives our economic engine. So blog pricing, services, and last, let's just look at the pricing. So again, I am a huge believer because I've done this, not because I just tell you about stuff that I think would work because I'm a marketer. I've done this, okay? If you want to close more sales, go watch our video. In fact, I'll put it in the link in the description about how to close more sales. I always like to do small, medium, large. We'll set you up just like this. I think your pricing should look like this. It equips you to keep them out of the weeds. It equips them to just see, okay, you're a solopreneur, and then there's a range. There's a small business and a range, and there's a scaling business and a range. So small, medium, large, right? And then what you have is just as you move up, you have more employees, more transactions, more accounts, more tax planning, more complexities, and more meetings with higher quality conversations. And then what you can do is come through here. And this is the last thing that I want to hit on this website. Like and subscribe. I really want to help more. We help so many business owners. We do construction and remodeling companies, and then we do accountants. Those are kind of our sweet spots, right? We do just about every other kind of business too. Like if you're a small business, that's what we like. We don't do e-commerce. We don't mess around with that. This is our bread and butter is service companies, real small businesses locally here. But what I'm going to show you is that real quick, how would you actually close business? So number one, you always work a meeting cycle. Number two, you always identify their tax savings. I think you should make a chart a lot like this where you would put, okay, last year when I looked at your taxes, it looked like you made 180,000. It meant, or 100,000, put whatever number you want there. You paid $15,300 in self-employment tax. I think if we make you an S Corp, maybe we take a 50% salary. You got to be careful there, right? You make a decision, but you want to cast vision for the types of things you can do to save taxes. So first, I'm going to show them how to save taxes. Okay, that's the first thing. Next, I'm going to talk to them about how big of a mess their books are, or just the complexity. Hey, it looks like you got about 6 accounts in there. Looks like you're getting, 30 to 40 transactions a week. You have kind of mid-levels of accounting, or your bookkeeping is pretty active, right? So once you do this, you talk about the problem that they have, how much bookkeeping they have. And then what you're going to want to do is come here and read through this list. And then last, you want to say, hey, for where I'm at, I think that you should be at $1,100 a month with us. And here's everything I'm going to do. And this is huge. So this is the outsourced accounting model. We're going to clean up your books and make sure it's set up to perfection. We're going to provide an in-depth analysis of your taxes, your financial situation, your accounting system. You can come through here and read this. I don't feel like I need to read this. Should I read it? I can't tell. We'll create a tax plan. We'll do excellent bookkeeping. We'll set up your payroll, either run it for you or help you with it. We'll pay in your taxes throughout the year according to the tax plan, so you don't have a tax bomb go off and you don't have to mess around with it. We'll provide monthly, quarterly reporting. We'll meet before the year end to make the big decisions. We'll close out your year-end books. We'll make year-end tax season super easy. We'll do your taxes. We'll prepare and file you and your personal taxes. We'll guide you to build tax-efficient wealth throughout the year. Folks, if you do this on your website, you're going to close more customers. We'd love to connect with you. We can build you a fantastic website. I'm going to be showing off more of our websites and looking forward to connecting. Book at feedbackwrench.com. We'll take a look at what you have. We'd love to help you drive and build a firm that attracts and converts more of the right clients and serves as a tool to actually do what you need to do.